with the Reverend JMO3 III and his wife Pat. They are the, now it's flashing something that says index, is that okay?
I don't know what that means.
Okay. They are the first family of the Goldsboro district in the United Methodist Church. Also my parents. Now let's see, Daddy, when did we move to Goldsboro?
June, the last day of June, 1988.
1988. And so that means a little more than a year. Yeah.
We're into our second year.
So how is it being back on the cabinet, back on the district? Because you were in New Bern for 4 years.
Yeah, we were on the New Bern district. I like it. It's a good alternate to being a pastor. I enjoy both. Each one has its advantages and disadvantages, and we're glad we're here. We feel like this is where the Lord wants us.
Well, good. Now, Mother, was it a difficult, or what sort of adjustment was it getting back to being a district superintendent's wife and secretary, in fact, as opposed to being a pastor's wife?
Well, it really was not an adjustment. Having done this 4 years prior, to coming here. I enjoy being a secretary. That was my training. I have a degree in business from East Carolina University, as you well know. And I love to sit at the typewriter, and I like to take shorthand. So I'm very happy in this job. And it is a different life for me in that I'm not involved in a local church as, I would be if I were a pastor's wife, a local church. But I go with your daddy every Sunday to the church in which he preaches. And I get acquainted with those people, and they appreciate it. I like this because whenever we have a district-wide meeting, I can recognize some faces. And I like being in the office to receive the people from the various churches and the different pastors, to let them see that, sitting in this office, that we can be very warm and friendly. That it's not an office that you would stand back and not approach, but very approachable. And I just try to, really show forth the love of the Lord.
Right.
And I enjoy that.
Right. Now, Daddy, what special things do you think that you, as an evangelical, can do for the Methodist Church as a district superintendent?
Well, it gives you an opportunity to influence pastors, who then, in turn, for a lifetime, will influence churches and individuals. And you have also a direct influence in the life of a church. For instance, we have one church that has just petitioned to become a station appointment, that is, have its own pastor, share a pastor with another smaller church. And I had to deal with that and go to answer their questions on 2 different occasions. There was some tension between the 2 churches, and had an opportunity to work with them rather closely, and then to help them at the conference level to win the thing they wanted. But I have opportunities to preach revivals in the churches, many of the churches, during the period of 6 years, and to preach there on Sunday mornings. So it's an opportunity to reach 14,000 people. 14,000 United Methodists, as compared with 1,400 or 2,000 in the case of Jarvis.
So you look at it in a way as being an evangelist of a sort.
In a way, yes, that's right. And at the conference level, you're a member of the conference leadership. The cabinet is I suppose, the top leadership group of the conference. And so you have influence with individuals, and hopefully, as other ministers see an evangelical in this position, it will encourage them to take a stand for what they believe.
Well, let's turn to Goldsboro. How have you liked Goldsboro, Mrs. Owen?
I love Goldsboro.
You do?
Yes, this is where my roots are. And my parents, grandparents, and great-grandparents were from Wayne County. I was born here, however, I never lived here because my parents were on vacation.
Mm.
And soon, I guess, as I was able to travel, they had been living in Boston, and now they go to Poughkeepsie, New York, where my father has a job there. I find Goldsboro a very friendly town. I was impressed with just in the neighborhood and even elsewhere, you know, just walking or riding in the car, people will throw their hands up and wave.
Right.
And I think the clerks in the store are, for the most part, unusually friendly.
Hmm.
Now,
It's about the friendliest place we've ever lived, actually.
Now, why do you think that is?
All right, I have this theory. Say in Greenville and Raleigh, you have people coming from all over. With the medical school in Greenville, you know, you have, they're coming from all over the United States, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
and then with the college. We don't have that in Goldsboro to draw people. In a way, it could be they're just, this is where their roots are. They've
Mm-hmm.
always lived here, and it's like a town with and a family,
Right.
family atmosphere.
Not as
However,
transient a group.
with Seymour Johnson, now we do have
The Air Force Base, right.
But we find that they're very friendly. We have neighbors who've retired here or came with Seymour Johnson, and they're just delightful.
Well, good.
So sweet, and they're from the north. But
They like this too.
it's just, I guess, a smaller, folksy group of people, I guess.
And I understand you do like it so much that you, when you think about retirement, this is one of the cities that's on your short list, I guess.
Well, we would certainly consider Goldsboro,
Uh-huh.
but no more than some of the other places at this point.
What are some of those other places?
Fayetteville, where your father grew up.
Right.
Greenville, perhaps. I'm not too sure about Greenville. Raleigh. And then this summer we even brought in Lake Junaluska.
Lake Junaluska.
I don't know. We just don't know. It's just something that we're praying about
Right.
and trusting the Lord. And I do believe that at the right time He will show us, definitely show us where He wants us to go.
Mm-hmm.
He will.
So I don't worry about it
He will.
because I just trust Him to do that.
Right.
He's led us every step of the way.
He surely has.
And it's kind of exciting to see, you know, he's holding off.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's got us waiting.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's all right. It's all right. He's in charge.
Yeah. Well, you're about to start another charge conference season, I
Right.
take it. Yeah.
Yeah, we go the rounds of 44 charges.
Hmm.
And I hold their most important business meeting of the year, preside. And they elect their officers, all of their board for the new year 1990. And they set the larger items in their budget for
Right.
the year.
Now, that's a pretty hectic schedule for you, isn't it?
Yes, it is, every night. The way I have it scheduled this year, I'll be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights in charge conferences, and 2 on Sunday afternoons.
Boy, that's a lot.
Beginning very soon, beginning the 17th of September, and going until just before Thanksgiving.
Huh. Now, Mother, do you go around with him on these, or?
For the most part, yes. I guess I can say yes.
That's great.
On
That's good.
Sundays I do. That I know.
Yes.
And then if it's quite a distance during the week, I go to help him drive.
Right.
And especially if he's been out of town that day or if he's a little tired, I'll go with him. But around town, I don't because, you know, it is tiring to do this every night.
Of
And
course.
I just relish my time at home. I like to read
Yeah.
and relax. And so it just depends on where he's going and what his day has been like.
Good.
Because I try to help him all.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, that is. Well,
It's
I
great
mean,
for me, anyway.
I enjoy it. I do enjoy it. And he said, though, this year he's told the ministers, let's hold it to 1 hour.
Yeah.
1
So
hour.
that's not so bad. If you can go knowing that it will not be a whole evening, you know, we
Right.
can go and get it done in an hour and return home. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
That's right.
We
Well,
do have some sweet people in the district, though.
Oh, yeah.
yes, I'm sure you
And
do.
and going with him to charge conferences last year, I think almost exclusively they were very pleasant, church conferences, I don't remember anyone getting upset or questioning anything. You know, they just took it in stride, and it was a pleasant experience.
Right.
But the one interesting exception was Jerusalem. No, Zion Church.
Oh, yes.
Which seemed to have a very negative attitude. And yet, during the course of the year, that has been one of the most delightful churches. They developed a very positive, progressive attitude under the leadership of their pastor.
Mm-hmm.
That's
who
the
is,
secret.
yeah, that's right. He's
That's
a retired
like
man
their pastor.
who really loves the Lord, and he loves them, and they have come to love him. His name is Sam Wood.
Sam Wood.
And he had 13 or 14 people at Lake Junaluska this summer. And he's had at least that many to join that little tiny church in the course of the year. So they have turned from, I guess, the most negative church conference now to one of the most positive churches.
How about that? Shows what leadership can
That's
do
right.
for
That's
us.
right.
Also, John, the key I think to that is Sam Wood loves those people.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that if a pastor will love his people, he can lead those people
Mhm.
to do what they're expected to do.
There's something I think, I hadn't thought about this before, Shug. Sam doesn't have to do this. He's retired.
That's right.
And they know that.
Yeah.
And they appreciate his coming out,
They
despite
do.
the fact that he could sit at home or do something else and help them.
That's right.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we've enjoyed our conversation with the Owens, and let's see what's going to happen this weekend. You're going to have Judd come home.
Judd with
Yeah.
a friend, John Lee, perhaps his roommate, Elijah.
So.
And Judd's car is, despite the fact that we've spent $700 on the
Yeah,
car,
just about.
he's still having trouble with that car. So he's bringing it in this weekend, and the guys will come with him, trailing him, I guess,
Right.
Take him back to
and
Davis.
take him back. And then Daddy and I will go a weekend in October, is it? And take the car back and just visit him that weekend.
So you're going to have both your sons and a couple of guests.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
right.
right. And we will be unable to go to Parents' Weekend at Davis's.
Mm.
That is the reason we plan to go the weekend before.
Okay.
And we'll take his car back at that time.
And we hope to come back to Boston sometime soon to see you.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm hoping for that too. Okay. Well, take care, and I'll let you get back to getting ready for Judd. to come.
All right.
And finishing up on those toll house people.
That's right.
They're through.
That's right.
The
Okay.
oven is out.
Signing off.
Okay.
All right.
Took the button.
All
It's
right.
still
off
on
the
the
still
thing.
on. Kick
The
it
light-
again.
red light
Kick it
is on.
again. That's good. John, turn around so I can see that on your back now. What does that say? What does it say?
Wherever you go, there we are.
Oh yeah, speaking for the people from Woodrow Wilson School.
That's right.
Okay. There they go, ladies and gentlemen.